Hey, what's up guys? This is Cooper from Bad Reception. This is me playing the BattleBorn beta and playing as Marquis. I'm going to go through my primary thoughts on the game and hopefully the gameplay is just interesting enough. So, welcome to BattleBorn. I'm not sure which of you have played it, which of you are currently playing it, as I think by the time this video was released it is out. That was just me checking the skill tree. There's one of two skill trees, and then as you progress in the masteries, you unlock third options on every couple levels. So as you play the character more, it becomes more customizable. The character will then attune to more how you play the game, and that's cool about the two skill trees. You get to pick one tree or the other, whatever you like best about it. And then as you master it, of course, the other skills, which is really interesting as well. You can see that's the main spider to the right there that I just ran past. Or main turret, main tank, I don't really know what to call it. They look very spider-like to me. And then here's the secondary one. So this is the first thing that you're trying to defend. And basically both enemy teams are trying to destroy the other version of each other's spiders. And then the big one past that once it's further towards your spawn point. Now, the Marquis plays as, he has a pistol in his hand when he's unscoped, and when he scopes in it turns to a sniper rifle. He then has a slowing bubble and a bird that he drops, and the bird kind of works as like a sentry gun, or a sentry kind of bomb thing that like if you run into it, it'll explode on contact, and you can upgrade them to make them better and better. These are the creeps that basically you kill to gain gems and experience. The gems are kind of those little things in the left corner that you see, the yellow gem-looking things. That's the only way I can describe it. And those are used to improve the turrets, like one right there. There's me throwing one of the owls. That's his kind of defense thing. Me getting a kill. Ooh. But the turrets that you see around will protect against creep. Most of the time I see that they're not really that effective against the characters. Low level, of course, it keeps them away. But most of the time it's just to deal with creep if you're busy taking on other characters. The Marquis is cool because his passive, every third shot, and you can upgrade to every second shot, deals bonus damage into a person. So you'll see that I'm doing like base damage, and then all of a sudden one shot will do a lot more damage. That's passive. This is by the makers of Borderlands, which I really like because even the starting announcer girl gives you a lot of kind of snide like humor. Like it's just a bunch of her dissing you. Like one of the things that when you spawn is like prepare to die in 3, 2, 1. Like it's just kind of their humor, which Borderlands is kind of known for. Just their like snide, sarcastic way of speaking about things. So I really like that during the game. There's a lot of characters, and I played through a lot of them, even in the beta. All of them were really entertaining, and I really like the leveling process. As you get kills and like win games, you gain more mastery, just like a lot of games like this. The masteries let you unlock skins, and of course the other skill nodes, which will let you kind of more personalize how you play the character. And yeah, that's it for my kind of intro on the game. A lot of this will just be me killing creep and stuff. There's a lot of characters because I am a sniper, and I'm kind of sitting on this one perch because that's where I thought it would be good. That right there, running up that I'm shooting at, is one of the creep camps. So basically there are neutral creep camps that you can go take control, or you can go kill the creep, and once you kill it, he will fight for you, and he's a lot bigger kind of a tanky guy that will run in. As you see, that with me sitting on my perch and a bunch of people running up, that perch is kind of where I sniped on this map, and this is mostly the map I played for the beta. But of course, I was real squishy, so a lot of the times I was just kind of taken out by other characters. But still, Marquis does an incredible amount of damage, and as long as I could keep people at range, it was great. Yeah. Here's the skill tree again. Sorry I didn't focus more on that. This is kind of a crappy recording because I just did it using the Xbox record function, and you can only record up to 5 minutes, which so you'll see a lot of kind of pauses in my gameplay. I didn't really like that, but it's all I can do right now. This is me taunting, which I tried to bring up this. So those were important. Once again, sorry I didn't focus on them longer. They're items. So as you play games and win, you'll unlock these chests, and they'll give you items. Each of these items you can bring up to 3. will give you improvements to your character. So like the ones I had, like increased reload speed, increased like some damages and stuff, and they go from common, uncommon, rare, and I think it's epic or legendary is the next one. And I think there might be more, but the only ones I saw were common, uncommon, and rare. But basically, as you get the little like the little yellow gems, you'll activate these items during the game. So like you can either use them for upgrades, upgrading turrets, or you can use them to activate the items. Sorry, this right here is us getting the big creep, so like we just killed him and then you stand on the platform, it'll summon the big tank. But yeah, the items you activate during the game, and they usually cost a lot of like crystals and stuff, and I didn't really notice that big an improvement, but I guess kind of any leg up is good. So, like I did notice that I got a rare one pretty early on, and it increased my reload speed by quite a bit. And plus, one of Marquis' skills is to increase reload speed, so I noticed those actually stacked pretty well for me. But a lot of the items have a lot of drawbacks. There are some that increase a lot of things, there are some that only increase one thing a lot. It's kind of just depends, but that's also another customizable feature that I really enjoyed about this. Seeing me getting attacked sitting on my little perch. Marquis is really interesting to play, and I really enjoyed playing him. I think he was my main focus for playing, but I still was getting quite a bit just from behind and stuff, because that was just really easy to pick up and get crowd controlled. Most of the time, though, as long as I can keep it range, I was getting some decent kills. Oh, here's me bringing up the items again. If you pause it, you can probably read a bunch of the things that they do. I had a rare and 2 uncommons, I think, and you unlock them pretty easily. It's as you gain points for winning games and losing games, so those points can unlock packs. Here's me upgrading one of the turrets. And each turret doesn't really have like an upgrade tree, but you just put money into it, and then they gain different benefits. Like the rocket turret shoots more rockets, the machine gun turret shoots more machines, has bigger caliber bullets, so I think it does more damage. There's one where your minions spawn that increases their speed, but also gives them a shield. You can see that laser, that thing to the left, my left there that I ran by. That increases their movement speed and also gives them shields and stuff, which is good as you upgrade it. There's also a healing thing, like right outside where you spawn, which once again, my knowledge is kind of limited. I'm only talking from this one map, but still, I think it's good enough. Yeah, that thing. It increases their movement speed, heals them, and gives them shields once it's upgraded. Just me running around. But yeah, right behind me, just like 360 and turn around, there is a healing station, which comes in real handy because a lot of the guys can't regenerate health or do very slowly. But most of the time, once you lose some health and you're kind of out of luck, you just have to rely on your shield. But that healing thing, there's only usually one on the map, I think I've found. But yeah, you go to the healing station, recover a bunch of health. The more it upgrades, the quicker it heals you, and then, yeah. You gotta return to that quite a bit. It's kind of something you rely on, I think. So then there's 2 main creep camps, and it's kind of like there's 3 lanes. In a sense, there's this middle lane where all the creep and most of the kills are happening. There's a left lane that you need movement abilities to get up on their side, but it's still like a sneaky little route if you want to take. But on the left side there is a neutral kind of creep camp with 2 big tanks that you can't really do on your own. Well, not the later game at least, but those ones like you do as a team. But both groups have equal access to it. Like it's really easy to jump down to them. So you kind of want to be careful jumping in. So you want to either go with a team or whatever. I got the kill there because my turret helped me out, and so did my support there, I think. Upgrade it just for good measure. There's the weapons, or the items again. But yeah, so the left lane has the big tank creep. The other creep are kind of more back towards your spawn. So that's... So that's where you go get them. Then there's the right side, which the right side is in that like kind of archway there. In there's 2 turrets to defend and stuff, and like mostly that's kind of like a backdoor route. I find it's pretty effective overall, and then you'll see that big thing that was just exploding in the background. Sorry, once again, the footage isn't the best. But the big thing was basically a giant crystal. You'll see a bunch of those on the map, and you'll see me pick up little ones throughout the video. Just getting annihilated. But the big crystals give you lots of those gem things, so that helps you upgrade your turrets and get your get your items really quickly. There's the scoreboard. I think I was doing okay. I had better games. My team was probably doing a lot better than me in most cases. I also found out that the upgrade system is completely up to you to decide, but I found if I focused on just the left side or just the right side, sorry, that was one of the crystal things, you see them all over the map, but there's also really big ones, and there's the tanky creep again, but I find that if you focus either on just on the left side and just on the right side, it makes your gameplay a little easier, like a lot of your... No, yeah, they got destroyed. I was going to go protect the spider, but it makes your gameplay a little easier because all your abilities will kind of stack together if you pick all the left or all the right. I found that mixing that made it kind of difficult. I'm having some trouble with the creep, but of course I get ganked from behind, which is quite unfortunate. The big creep I could probably take alone normally. I think I was having some difficulty because this game we kind of got overrun pretty quickly. Most of the time you build quite well. Like usually before we lose our turret, you're at least like I think around 6 to 8 was my usual gameplay. But yeah, this one we kind of getting swamped. We had a lot of characters that were just freaking coming in and ganking us, so we didn't really have a very good setup. And a really good ploy, especially as Marquis with the sniper rifles, to take out those turrets. Because the ones that defend the spiders are especially stronger. Like that one's a shock chain lightning thing. So in here is the item, or the healer thing, which the worst thing about this is anyone can build on any turret. So they killed us and basically then took our healing station. So they can sit there and get healed while we can't really dive in there because they're constantly regenerating health, so we kind of got to keep distance, especially because there's that. But it still does provide a lot of damage against you if you're even on a one-on-one. It's more like a two-on-one. Especially when we haven't built that well. But yeah, this is me being cheeky and being up kind of where we spawn, and instead of jumping out, just coming up to the top and trying to snipe this guy.
Our enemies are attacking a mercenary camp.
Overall, I really enjoyed it. I played a lot of it. I was really sad when it ended. I will probably purchase the game fully once I have the time and all that. I think it's out now, if I'm not mistaken. His ult, which I don't think I use in this game, which I really should have in a lot of senses. I kind of forget about ults in a lot of games like this, lol, whatever. But his ult can see through buildings. Oh, and here's the healing station, so you can walk back into your spawn and yeah, heal up. But his ult can see through buildings, and you can basically shoot a bullet that just penetrates everything. So that's kind of handy. The only thing is you can only see guys through the scope. So like they don't always appear, so like they won't appear if they're not on the map. You kind of have to look for them. And then, but the shot was still really effective. I just was stupid and didn't use it a lot. Unfortunately here, this is kind of end game. They got the big tanky creeps that we're kind of getting swamped by. That bubble that you keep on seeing that pulses. Oh, there we lost. That bubble that you keep on seeing pulse was me throwing the slowing field, and then as you upgrade it does damage. And of course I threw the owl a lot to try to mitigate some damage and stop people from coming to gank me. Unfortunately not my best game, but this is what I ended up recording, which once again, we don't have full recording equipment yet. Hopefully we'll get to that point. And yeah, so we lost 0 to 100 because we did no damage on the tank, on either of the spider tanks. Yeah, we kind of got smashed there. But anyways, I just wanted to give some insight on what I thought of the game. There's my character rank, which that's... oh, there's the mutagen. That's so I got the third option for one of the skill upgrades. And yeah, there's a bunch of quests. Here's how the team did. We got swamped by 1 or 2 people that were just completely killing it. Actually, I think all of them. Yeah, no, all of them were killing it. We were doing kind of crappy, including me, but whatever. Yeah, so this is my little insight on the game and Marquis, and I hope you enjoyed. Goodbye.